Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be setting up my reading journal for March. Or not setting it up, I guess, more of finishing it. So anyways, let's get into it. So I have all of my book covers printed and cut out on sticker paper. I do this on my Cricut. So I've got that all set up and ready to go. So let's do a quick flip into this. So I've got table of contents, my goals, how I rate books. Now, I did not come up with this entirely on my own. I did take some of this from Elise from Plan with Elise. She rates her books similarly to this, so kind of borrowed the idea from her. And then I have my monthly reads, so I'll be adding that. And on my TBR list here, let me grab my pen. Right. So on here, I did actually read The Things We Leave Unfinished. I read that in February and I forgot to mark it off on here. And then let's see, I read The Island from Natasha Preston. And sorry, I'm going to make some noise here. Okay. I was trying to move some stuff around. But I read that. So I'm actually getting through my TBR list here pretty well. I do have some other ones to add, but I'm not going to add it just yet. So what I want to start with is this book tracker here. I'm going to push this to the side. And I don't remember exactly the dates. I did not write it down for March what dates I read the books. Let's see. No Place Like Home. So No Place Like Home is from Mary Higgins Clark, and I do really enjoy a lot of her books. This one I gave a 4-star. I'm just going to put March here. So I gave it a 4-star. I think that if there were a little bit more of twist in the book, I probably would have given it a 5. But as is, I'm going to give it a 4. And then, let's see, I have these written down in the back. Oh, Beautiful Ugly. So I love Alice Feeney's books. I think, read all of them. This was her newest one, Beautiful Ugly. And I've read them all. And this one, it was my least favorite. I don't know. I just didn't like a lot of the setting, the writing. It was weird. I'll just say that it was weird. So, of all of Alice Feeney's books, this was my least favorite. So, if you have a different rating for Beautiful Ugly, if you've read it, let me know. Let me know what you thought of it. The next one was The Island. Now, Natasha Preston's books, I really enjoy them. I still have quite a few to read, but of the ones that I've read, I enjoy them. She's a young adult author, but I thoroughly enjoy her books. Her books are the type that doesn't always have a happy ending. And when it comes to those suspense thriller books, I mean, you don't always want the good guy to win. So it's kind of nice when that's not always the case with her books. So I enjoy them. Let's see. The next one is Caught, and it was nothing really stood out in the book to me. It was just kind of middle ground. So I gave it a 3 star. Nothing really stood out to me to make it go up to a 4 or down to a 2. So, and then the other book I read was Dead of Winter. This one I read with my book club, and not my book club, it's not mine, but the book club I'm part of. And it had you engaged from the very beginning. There was lots of twists and turns and engagement right from the start. So I enjoy those kind of books. It's kind of nice to have it just go in straight from the beginning. Okay, so I've got all of those. Oh, in Dead of Winter, I gave it a 4 star. Oh, I should probably keep that to the side so that I can fill in the rest of this. So, with all of that, The Island was my favorite read for March. Now, I did have a lot of 4 star books, but of the 4 stars, The Island was my favorite. So, let's see. Maybe I need to put the months under there. Okay, now let's color these in. I should have grabbed all of my markers, but I did not. Let's see, we have lavender. Nope. Lavender is a 1 star, and I didn't have any 1 star books for the month. I have violet. I did have 4 stars. Coral, I did have a 2 star. And then summer green, I did have 3 star as well. So that's when this little card comes in handy. So let's go with violet is a 4 star. So I'm going to do one of those. Let's see, I have 4 of them total. Or 3 of them of the 4 stars. Okay. And then I have 1 2 star. And I am not writing in the book titles on the spines. I'm just coloring them in with the color of my star rating. And then I have 1 that is a 3 star. That there. So I've got those all colored in. And let's go. Okay, so there's that page. Let's see. Okay, now 100 book trackers. So I'm going to grab my numbers from the back here. And I read 5 books. So let's go with 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So if you've seen any of my other videos, I have 100 little stickers in here, and I put a sticker on top to track 100 books. So I don't put it in any particular order. I just kind of put it down based on the size of sticker for the number, and then the box or sticky note aesthetic. So, okay, put this back here. And then we've got the series tracker. And then, okay, so January, February, March. So let's get our March ones down. So I'm going to take my binder clip and clamp it down there. And I did recently get Hill of a Plan Reading Basics Volume 2. So I am going to pull this out and see if there is some stickers to use to decorate March. I haven't really looked through here much. Oh, those are pretty. Maybe I'll do that for April because it's very spring-like. Okay. This is very similar to one of the sets in the Live Love Posh. The same artist, I'm sure, did both of them. That's a cute one. Okay, I kind of like that. And I like that there's the star ratings down here too. However, there's not a whole lot to work with in there versus the Live Love Posh. This is the set that's similar. Live Love Posh, I feel like there's a little bit more, but I think I might use this one. Okay. So I think I actually have some torn out pages from that. Let me just take a quick peek through my loose pages. Okay, yep, there we go. There's that. There's that. That way I can try and use those pages up. I feel like the colors are nice. It's in between that spring and winter. So let's start out with this down here. I do have 5 books that I need to squeeze onto the page. I like this truck. Put that there. Maybe this leaf here. And flower over here. Let's go ahead and put these stickers down. And again, I'm not putting them down in any particular order. It's because I did not track when I actually read them. And my brain does not always keep track of that kind of stuff. Okay. So this one here. Not quite straight, but close enough. Okay, I'll do this one down here. And the other two on this side. Okay, so there's those two. And then in my little pocket here, I have some star stickers. I'm going to put one of these on each one. So these stars are from Planner Kate, and they are actually just a sample sheet, like one of the freebies that she included in one of my orders. So I thought it was perfect to use for my setup. Now it is my last one here that I'm using, so next month I'll probably either switch to a Keleva plan, or I even have, what's the other ones that I have? My goodness, wrong. So one of those stickers. Let's see, I'm going to trim a little bit off of this. Put the teapot there. Okay, and let's see. Maybe the plant right over here. And I like this today a reader. I can trim off if, oh, nope, perfect. Did not go over the edge. I do also like these glasses. I'm going to throw those down right here. Now I don't have enough room for the fireplace that's left on that page. Let's see, let's put purple flower. And I think I'm going to call it good with that. So got that page, and then got April ready to go for next month. So let's get these stars colored in. So I'm going to grab my Twistables Perilla colored pencil here to color in my star ratings. Now you can use whatever you want, but I like using these colored pencils. So Beautiful Ugly is a 2-star. And then Dead of Winter, that one is a 4-star. And if you have any book recommendations, leave them down below. I do prefer like suspense thrillers, but I am open to other genres if you have one that you absolutely love. Historical fiction are probably my least favorite. So if you recommend one of those, I probably won't read it. Okay, 4 stars for The Island. Hot is a 3-star. And then No Place Like Home is a 4-star. So I feel like I'm behind on books because the last 2 months I've only read 5 books, where in January I read 10. However, with my school, I actually started taking more classes. So instead of my one class, I now have 3 classes that I'm taking. And I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but my classes are all shorter. So it's not a typical semester like a lot of colleges. So it is a lot to take on. Okay, so now I've got March all finished. So that's my intro page, and then the page with the books. And I have already started reading through my books. I'm on my second book of the month, which is pretty good considering that we are only on April 3rd. So I'm going to get this video up and posted shortly so that you can see it since we're already into the month. I don't want to wait too long before it posts. So thank you for watching. And like I said, please comment down below what book I should read next. All right, have a great day. Bye, friends.